That man's not getting away with that title like that. Oh, what did we just see here?
What did it? Does he have brass knucks?
The referee's got his head turned. My God! Scotty D missed right hand with the brass knuckles.
No, not like this. Not like this. Scotty D was turning around trying to get the belt out of the ring.
He didn't see it, Donnie. Oh, this could be the end. Oh, no.
I think it's over. We have a new champion in the Violent Gentleman, Miles Black.
Unreal scenes here. The Violent Gentleman, not legally, illegally.
Toxic now the ball firmly in Toxic's court. If he can get this maneuver in, if he can do some damage to Bryce Maddox, he will be a 3-time champion.
Beautiful backbreaker from Toxic. Bryce Maddox, almost lifeless.
Wait, but Darian's going for the drive-by. No! Toxic says, I've had that before, not this time. Just throwing Darian onto that knee.
And this is the moment for Toxic, looking to take the gold.
Can he do it? Can the Atomic Antagonist become a 3-time? No!
Oh, he wrote it up!
Bryce Maddox!
He got it!
He got it! We have a new world champion!
Bryce Maddox has done it! He's reached the mountaintop of CCW! The new CCW World Heavyweight Champion, the Machine, Bryce Maddox! And listen to this.
Hello wrestling fans and welcome to another edition of CCW Surge. My name is Jimmy Rosendorf and we are broadcasting from one of CCW's remote broadcast centers as we are back on the road following another successful WRESTLEBASH. And at that event, one of the most anticipated matchups was the leather strap match between Cody Knight and the Turncoat Chris Turner. We will see that a little bit later tonight in this week's featured contest, but we saw history made at WRESTLEBASH as the Machine, Bryce Maddox, used his ruler of the ring policy to become the new CCW Heavyweight Champion. And now we'll hear the thoughts from our new champion.
WrestleBash 31 was probably the hardest night of my career. Miles Blackwell was calculated that night and he got the best of me. But just like a machine, I couldn't just stop, I couldn't give up, I had to keep going, and I had another challenge that I promised I would face that night. And I went into the main event of that triple threat match for the CCW World Heavyweight Championship. And what did I do? I came out successful, beaten, bruised, attacked from the entire night, but I came out on top. And now the tides have changed, I'm no longer hunting, I am the hunted. And I am ready for any challenger, any opponent, anybody in that CCW locker room that wants a piece of this belt. They can come and try to get it. But I promise you I will be a fighting champion. And I will defend that belt with everything I have, every opportunity I get.
The champion has a target painted square on his back, but if I know anything about the Machine, it's that Bryce Maddox will take on any challenger that comes his way. But somebody who knows a thing or two about having a target on his back is the Alaskan superstar Cody Knight, who for the past several months has been at the center of attention for Chris Turner and his Brotherhood of Sin. And it all came to a head at WrestleBash 31 when Cody Knight faced Chris Turner in a leather strap match. Let's see what happened.
And Steve, it's like I said there during the introductions, this is a leather strap match. One of the key strategies of Chris Turner is to run away like a scalded dog. That will not happen once he is tethered to to a man which is basically a titan, that titan being Cody Knight.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Turner has asked me to inform you all that if you don't, and these are his words, not mine, shut your mouths, he will leave the arena.
Well, we definitely heard what the crowd wants there. They don't want him in this arena.
I mean, Chris Turner used to be a man that would give the fans what they want, and I think they want him to not be here.
I'll be honest. I'll be shocked if both men are actually tied together here, because that would be the last thing I would want to do with Cody Knight.
Cody Knight is one of the most powerful and dangerous men here in CCW. A good man, a great athlete, but he has ran afoul of the turncoat Chris Turner, a man who ran Landon Cruz, did so much damage to Landon Cruz that Landon Cruz had to retire from CCW, and Cody Knight, who was questing for the World Heavyweight Championship, put it on hold also he could get his hands on Chris Turner. Chris Turner maybe going to follow through on that promise.
Oh no, is he leaving?
Is he leaving?
He's gone.
He's gone. Okay, does that count? Does that count as an abandonment of match? Steve, you're director of operations. What's the rule book here?
You know, I haven't read that far into it to know that rule. I've never seen this happen. Oh, here he comes.
Oh no, the ref's like, you ain't getting out of here. I love our officials here in CCW.
Glad we had another official in the back usher the turncoat out to get this match going. Still awaiting the bell here.
The turncoat put his name on the dotted line. If he didn't want to face this matchup, he shouldn't have given the signature. Referee Scotty D he's got the leather strap on Cody's wrist. Now he's gonna, or no, Chris Turner not trusted. Really?
Oh, this is absolute dirty tactics. Going for a pinfall here early.
Wait a minute. Does that? I guess it does. I guess we're underway. Both men supposed to be strapped to the wrist. Chris Turner, oh!
And we've seen this a time or two, beating him away with that leather strap.
If Chris
Previously used the belt.
If Chris Turner wants this match to continue, though, that strap must go on the arm. And if Cody Knight gets to his feet, it is all over for the turncoat.
Oh, wow, choking him to death here.
Perfectly legal in this matchup. Getting Cody Knight back to his feet and just choking the breath out of Cody Knight and turning him over there and just going to, I guess, try to chug him out. And where Cody fades, he'll lose the match trying to reach for that rope.
Well, that's definitely what I would do in this situation. Definitely don't want to go toe-to-toe with this giant man from Alaska.
Well, on the mat, that height advantage that Cody has counts for not. Boot to the sternum there by the turncoat. Referee Scotty D making sure that strap is cinched in good and tight on
and
the
he
wrist.
sure needs to, because what a dangerous individual this Chris Turner is.
Chris Turner would stoop so low he'd start to dig.
Cody Knight in a world of trouble early here. He's being strangled to death here.
It's a thick neck, but you've got enough pressure and any man could lose his breath. And surprisingly, Chris Turner on the offensive this matchup. I didn't think he'd last this long.
Multiple right hands, asking the crowd if they are enjoying it. Doesn't sound like it here, Donnie.
This crowd could be. Oh! Ouch!
Leather just flew off here ringside, off those vicious whips.
Leather meets flesh. Leather wins every time. Throwing Cody. No! Cody's got him. And a monstrous clothesline by Cody Knight.
And there goes Chris Turner.
Chris Turner
disconnected from the strap here. Deposits himself out here ringside.
Somehow able to slip out of that leather strap. My God, it's like trying to put handcuffs on an eel. Referee Scotty D going to make sure it's cinched in good and extra tight this time. Cody Knight just saying, come on, man, get back in this ring. Pardon me for saying that your ass whooping ain't over. Is he really going to try a tug of war with Cody Knight?
That's not going to work, Donnie, as he gets back into the ring.
That's like a chihuahua trying to pull a tank. And now, finally, Chris Turner is going to get the punishment that, in my mind, he so rightfully deserves. Yeah, how does it feel? You've done that to Cody plenty of times.
I can tell you it don't feel good from the wounds I've seen backstage after both of those attacks on the Cody Knight.
Chris Turner trying to employ that strategy of running away, but Cody's just reeling him in like a big bass.
Yeah, but always watch out for turncoat Chris Turner. He could be, honestly, Cody Knight could be playing right into his hand, Donnie.
Most of the advantages in this matchup does go to Cody Knight, but
raking the eyes there.
Legal in this matchup. But Turncoat Turner plays dirty, and is he biting him? You know, we frown upon cannibalism here in CCW.
Shades of Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield. Looks like the ear is still intact here, Donnie. Thank God for that.
Good. Then Cody Knight will be able to hear the adulation of this crowd when he whips Chris Turner.
Boot to the face there.
This crowd making a lot of noise, and Turner once again trying to get to the outside, but you can only go so far.
Both men, if you're listening to us, tied at the wrist. No man really having control. The control's all in the leather strap.
This crowd firmly behind Cody Knight. Cody Knight on the other side of the ring. That strap there between the...
Oh my God! Steel to the face. Chris Turner out.
Chris Turner seeing stars.
Like an episode of Looney Tunes, Donnie.
This crowd just loving everything that Cody Knight is doing to the turncoat. And I hope they start chanting, "You deserve it," because Chris certainly does.
Right hand to the cranium there from Cody Knight.
Thick skull the turncoat has. Cody on the top there.
Right into the steel barricade here ringside.
Steel meets bone and flesh. Steel wins every time. And now Chris Turner just working on the left arm
he could break it
of
here,
the man from Kodiak Island. Well, everyone knows that Cody Knight's finisher is the Kodiak Slam, full Nelson Slam. But if he only has one arm, he won't be able to do it, or at least won't be able to do it as good as he could with both.
Working him like a Stretch Armstrong action figure, Donnie.
And there you see the strategy of Chris Turner. Cody Knight relying mainly on his power, but whatever. You know, Chris Turner lacks everything else in this matchup, but one thing he is crafty. And now just working and doing all the damage to that left arm of Cody Knight. Little bit of a repeat. He injured his arm at the last WrestleBash and couldn't get the job done when he faced World Heavyweight Champion Darion Drummond. Won the win by countout, but didn't win the title.
And it seems like he's going to have to revert to these tactics, Donnie. A large individual in the ring, Cody Knight is. And, I mean, you really got to break him down piece by piece.
Choking Cody Knight. Regrettably, that is legal in this matchup. It is one of the most dangerous matches that we sanction here in CCW. Got Cody by the hair. Was going to throw right, but Cody's like, no, right back at you. And a slap in a leather strap. Slap. And down goes the turncoat once again trying to run away.
Chris Turner in a lot of pain, seeing whelps right across the back, maybe even drawing a bit of blood here.
Normally I'd say let's not do that kind of thing, but in this case, let's make an exception.
Hey, a lot of disrespect from the turncoat to Cody Knight over the last couple months. This is what he deserves, in my opinion.
Trying to go for the rocker dropper, and he got it! No one has ever kicked out of the rocker dropper. Going for the pinfall. Was it enough to put away the Alaskan superstar? And it was not!
Unbelievable. The first man to ever kick out of the rock and drop is Cody Knight. Unreal scenes here.
That is the trump card. And look at the disbelief on Chris Turner's face. That's the trump card of his. It's put out every opponent he's ever been able to lay it on.
Absolutely stunned here ringside. We've never seen this, Donnie.
No, I'm actually at a loss for words. But Cody powering back. It did damage, but trying to do the Kodiak Slam, but can't get it in because of that damage paying dividends for Chris Turner. Wait a minute, what's he doing?
The rock
Cody
and drop!
hit the rock and drop. Going for the pinfall. Can he get it?
Uses it all move. He's got it.
He got it. Cody Knight won by using the rock and drop. Chris Turner's own finisher on Chris Turner.
The fans really behind Cody Knight after a very important victory here tonight at WrestleBash 31.
Cody Knight finally able to get some revenge on Chris Turner and the Brotherhood of Sin, able to not only do what no man has ever done before, and that is kick out of Chris Turner's rock and drop, but also defeat the man himself with his own finishing move, pinning Chris Turner 1, 2, 3 after a brutal war. Hopefully now Cody Knight can put this in the rearview mirror and get back on his quest of capturing some gold in CCW. But that is all the time we have for this week on CCW Surge. Be sure to check out all of CCW's social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and check out ccwrestling.biz, where new episodes of Surge are released each and every Friday. I'm Jimmy Rosendorf, and on behalf of everybody at CCW, we'll see you next week.